worldly people don't understand. They think you have to think out of the box. Thinking out of the box means that you have to perfect and develop your contemplation skill. This is how you become more creative than your normal self. What is contemplation? Contemplation, explained in the Buddhist sutras, Buddhist teachings, is to place your mind at one place. 自心一处. That's in the one of the sutras, 一教经, where the Buddha says, if you put your mind in one place, you park your mind in one place, there's nothing that you cannot not do. Meaning what? First of all, 自心一处. That's Chinese. 自 is to place. 自心, you place your mind in one place, meaning that you control your mind and restrict it to one place. Very much like detention centers nowadays. They collect people and put in detentions there. I mean, they place in one place there, they cannot get out. That's tough. But that's what happens in your mind. You learn to develop skills to not allow your mind to wander. 一处 is one place, one location. So right there. Okay. And that's what contemplation is. Contemplation is a skill to have one thought only and not allow another thought to arise. It's a skill that prevents you from not allow another thought to arise and focus on one thought only. That's what contemplation is. There's no magic behind it. It's just a skill. This is how it works. Let's say you are an artist and you say, I want to create a new statue. It's abstract. And you define the parameters. It has to be this tall, it has to be white, it cannot have too many colors and so forth. And then the next thing you do is you sit there, you cross your legs as we train you to do, and you focus on those parameters, that's all. And you keep on sitting there and focus on that. And when other thoughts arise, you say, no, go away. Another thought arises, no, go away. And then he says, it's almost lunchtime. No, go away. What are we going to have for lunch? Forget it. So you sit there and you contemplate. You look at the one thought there, and other thought arises, you chop it off. Another thought arises, you chop it off. And that's the skill. The skill you're doing here, you're learning how to chop it off. Anything that arises, you chop it off. That's Chan training. And this is how you, what is called out there, think out of the box. That's a recipe for thinking out of the box. Right now, the worldly people have no way of doing that. They say, I need to come up with a new design. And then they sit there and they have a cup of coffee. Oh, coffee is nice. Where does it come from? Oh, it's a Vietnamese coffee. And then say, well, Vietnamese coffee is very bad for you. Master YongHua says it's very bad for you. So you hop on your EV, you say, let's go get some more better coffee, hop on your EV, and then another thought rises. Master YongHua also says EV is very bad for you. The thought keeps on coming and coming and coming. Whereas you, if you have the skills, you say, let's come up with a new design here. You focus on that. Design, 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 design. And a thought arises, oops, I need some coffee. What do? You chop off that thought. I'm hungry, chop it off. Mommy, you dead, boy. You can chop off everything. A noise comes in, you chop it off. Anything else, you can ignore, and you only maintain this one thought. That is contemplation. This is how you become more creative than your normal self. Because your normal self, comparatively speaking, let's say you're Catholic, you say, I come up with a new design, and you say, Lord, please help me. What is that? Another thought, right? You chop it off. Go away, Lord. Catholic. Get it? See? And then another thought, Jesus, it's been a while, nothing happened. Chop it off. Go away, Jesus. Girlfriend comes, back. You got that? And that's contemplation. This is how you are able to create with your mind in a way that you weren't able to do before. And there's a technique behind it. Same thing. You want to create music? Same thing. Because you are influenced by all sorts of things. All you have to do is learn to chop it off, chop it up, chop it up, chop it up, chop it off. Eventually, all you have left after a while is that one thought. That's when you say, oh, what you guys don't realize is that when you concentrate on that creative process, you're constantly distracted by noise, by your son, by your stomach, by your girlfriend. I'm coming. Where are you? You love me? You see that? This is why you lack creativity, because you cannot sustain your creativity for any substantial length of time. That's why you are just like your normal self. Whereas the creative process requires you to still your mind and shift gear. Shift your mind to a different gear, a higher level, more creative state of mind. But you can't because you're constantly distracted. And worldly people don't understand. They think you have to think out of the box. Thinking out of the box means that you have to perfect and develop your contemplation skill. That's why I submit to you that when you have Chan skills, you control your creativity. You're so much more creative than before. That's when your best comes out. You don't allow others to distract you. Ordinary people have no choices because they have no skills to avoid distractions, to eliminate distractions.